It's showtime.
Okay guys, welcome back. You're watching the STPL. My name is Kix, joining me is Rapid, and we're about to head in to our third game of the series between NetWars and Cybermarine.
Storm. There we
Yeah.
go. That's right. And as Kix was about to spoil, it is going to be a tied series for now, which makes it essentially a best of three. So we actually could go all the way to an ace match, but I will say coming up next, very, very strong players for both sides. So we'll see how this goes. This actually could be super close.
Yeah, so we're going to have kogeT for NetWars. The old captain did step down with the birth of his second child. Thank you, Jesse SC, for the host. But kogeT with 2-0 so far in round 3, win 3 for 2 last round, and he is currently 7 for 3 against his opponent's race, which is going to be Protoss Marine, the ultimate race picker. I believe he actually plays every single matchup. He does pick and choose what he wants to play on a weekly basis, so he's going to be playing PvT here on Katrina SE. Now Katrina SE, a fairly cool map, 12, 6, 9 and 3 o'clock spawns, and should be a pretty fun game here between the two of them.
Absolutely. So going to be a fun game to watch. It is going to be a TVP, much to my chagrin, because Marine is, obviously race picking Protoss here. So don't know what to expect, but I mean, obviously kogeT's a superstar, so we'll see how Marine can stand, if Marine can stand up to it.
Yep, so let's head into game number 3. It's NetWars kogeT versus pSi Marine on Katrina. And starting us off here in the 9 o'clock position in the red, it's going to be for Storm. It's their random player come race picker. It's Marine.
Yeah, and his opponent, one of the strongest players in the STPL, BSL, whatever tournament he plays in. This is NetWars kogeT.
Now Marine, I mean, we've seen a few PBTs from him so far. We saw that crazy PBT between him and Last from Red in round 2 on Troy. Now Marine didn't get the win there, but he did do a fairly good job until the kind of game slipped out of his fingers. Last with very good dropship micro. kogeT has good dropship micro as well. Whether or not we're going to see that in this game is yet to be decided. But I'm certainly looking forward to seeing how Marine is going to do against the Polish powerhouse himself.
Yeah, so just to start things out, we don't see any early workers out on the map. So in a game where we have seen both very early scouts and very early proxies, we're not going to have any of those. So I feel a little bit more encouraged about that. But we also don't have like anything like super fast gases or, nothing super crazy like that. So I don't know exactly what to expect here, but I would expect kogeT to play a little bit more standardly.
Yeah, I mean, Ziggy was doing something in that last game. I mean, it was the TVZ, of course, but Ziggy playing a little less standard. I mean, factory expand these days is very, very, very uncommon, other than if you're doing the 1-1-1. I mean, mech, TVZ, you don't really see too much. TVP, a little bit more set in stone. There are a few different openings you can do, but usually you'll end up seeing one, two, or three different openings. You'll see like a fake double expand, a Rax expand, or a 2-fact. Now, we don't see a gas yet, so it's not going to be a factory expand or a 2-fact. It's going to be a 1 Rax expand. Obviously, we did say before that the natural is actually behind the main, so it's going to be very easy for kogeT to be able to hold on to that early on. And we see the SCV getting into the base very, very quickly as well, so he should be he should feel perfectly safe being able to build this off the back of just like 1 Marine, and that's exactly what he's going to do.
It is, Kix. So you will be building that up, and I don't think he should feel too excessively threatened. Although he hasn't He doesn't really have anything to worry about at this point, regardless. I think the only thing he would have to worry about is if he got in there and didn't see the gateway, because then all of a sudden it's like, uh-oh. But realistically, this is not the scariest part of the game. You have a scout in your opponent's base, so, I mean, what do you really have to worry about?
Now, one of the kind of crazy things to me is kogeT hasn't actually gone to check where the Nexus is. Now, this isn't because he's mad and he doesn't know what's going on, it's because from what he scouted already, he knows that there is no way there is a Nexus there, and that is one of my major problems. As a relatively bad Terran player, I don't know when that sort of stuff is going on, so he kept his SUV up at the main, checked exactly what was going on, mainly wanted to check for when that range started off the back of that one gateway, and he pulled away immediately, because what he wants to do is he wants to hide this this SUV out on the middle of the map for a little bit, go back around 4 minutes to go and check whether or not there's an expansion. Now Marine behind this is going to be building a proxy. Now, could we be seeing a little bit of a Snow Reaver here, where you build it right by the natural ramp and push up on ground by the with the Reaver? I mean, kogeT isn't going to be able to push out for a while. His factory still isn't done. That's going to be a long way off, and this could be a dangerous play.
Yeah, I think we are going to see Proxy Robo play here, Kicks. Very, very powerful, but it does rely on whether or not... Wait, what? Why would you... Oh,
no,
okay.
You know what? I understand this. Now, me and Sale, back when he was still around, obviously I've not seen him in a while, so please send your love to Sale. He's somewhere, probably back in Canada right now, but...
He's in a ditch by Cadenzi's house.
One of the big plays you can do against... one Rax Expand is you actually just proxy 3 gateways and then go and kill him, because it's very, very difficult to hold on. You have 1 bunker, maybe 1 tank by the time these gateways pop in, and it looks like that's what Marine's going to go for. Looks like he is only going to go for proxy 2 gates, so he's not going super duper all in with this, but it's going to be very hard for kogeT to stop. He's going to need perfect repairs. He's going to need to make sure that he gets siege the second his machine shop finishes. And he needs to make sure he doesn't get supply blocked, and he's actually supply blocked at the moment.
Uh-oh. Well, that's not a great situation to be in.
He can't build a tank. He hasn't started a tank. I think this could be it. I think Marine is going to take down kogeT. I don't know how kogeT is going to be able to hold on to this.
Oh, I mean, he can keep repairing. It's only 2 gates proxied, not 3 gates, so it's not like it's ultra, super crazy. But yeah, I mean, there's just going to be a surprising number of Dragoons here, and he doesn't have a tank out. I mean, he will still have siege mode, so theoretically he couldn't just not be punished for not having a tank, but Marine should realize, wait a second, that tank's supposed to be hitting right about now, and it's not there.
I mean, he is pulling his units up at the back. There is still only going to be 1 tank when the full amount of units come in, and here we go, the Zealots moving in, going to be doing so much here against the SUVs, against the bunker. Does need to kill the SUVs though. The repair is so good.
No way. No. And this is an unsieged tank, so very high DPS. It was risking getting dove on there as the Marines were, trying to focus down the Zealots. But ooh, wow, that was the big reveal. And now all of a sudden, kogeT knows I am being cheesed.
Yeah, and not only that, but he also saw that there was no Nexus with his scan there on the natural. He does not know about the proxy tech. There is going to be a robo here. There's also going to be a shuttle. Now, there's no robo support bay in the main, so it's still... I mean, it is all in. He is obviously going to be trying to build as many units off here as possible. I mean, if he can get a couple of Zealots inside a shuttle, maybe he can push forward. The one benefit that Marine did have is kogeT didn't actually have 4 Marines in that bunker. If he had 4 Marines in that bunker, I think the game would have just been over there and then. But you see that kogeT's already preparing for this. He's building a missile turret. He is just trying to make himself completely safe, and there's even a Wraith coming out here to try and scout for the shuttle.
Yeah, I think he needs to maybe move those 2 tanks that are in the back up. Obviously, he doesn't have too much to worry about, but I think the biggest thing that might be in his mind is round 2. Oh my god, he scouted the shuttle, but he didn't kill it with the Wraith. Okay, now he's going back for it.
Yeah, he just noticed it. I think he must have seen the red dot on his minimap. Now the shuttle going to go in. Could Marine lose the shuttle before it drops its payload? Looks like the... 3 of the Zealots going to get out. The bunker has gone down. The Zealots on top of the tanks now. So many SCVs going to be going down at the front. There's still 3 gateways rallied on over here. But can Marine break the front? The tanks sieging up in the back. And it looks like he may have held.
I think, yeah, that's just going to do it. He's got 2 tanks sieged, 1 unsieged. I actually like leaving the 1 tank unsieged because it does protect you in case there's something else crazy. But I think kogeT should know exactly what his opponent does and doesn't have at this point, and that is a chance at winning this game.
Yeah, now, kogeT, of course, still on 2 bases. He's going to get a +1 attack coming in. Marine only just now expanding. But it looks like Marine has been caught off guard a little bit again by a bit of mistargeting. Unfortunately, he didn't get as many SCV kills as he needed to. Focused the bunker a little bit too much early on. And he's going to be running into 4 siege tanks. And what is he realistically going to be able to do against this? He's diving on the SCVs, blocking perfectly the tank or the Dragoons at the back being taken down. And kogeT's SCV micro very, very good this game.
Yeah, I think a lot of Terran games are won or lost by your SCV micro, specifically in rush situations. Either you block the Lings so that they can't get in, you block the Zealots and the Dragoons from getting on top of your tank, you block, I don't know, whatever Terran would be doing, or you kill Marines with the SCVs, I don't know. But super, super important. The biggest thing I think is is pulling SCVs to repair your bunker. Guaranteed you play TVP, you're going to lose a lot of games because your SCVs glitch out. You can't repair the bunker in time. You lose it.
I know that way too well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Artosis does it a lot as well. So it's not like you're alone. And if you guys are laddering and that happens to you, then, you know, don't worry. There's other people right there with you. So the idea is the SCV is important, and we're starting to see why. But, you know, behind this is... It started out as pretty all in, but, you know, there's an expo. We're mining. Actually, we're not mining because he misclicked the probes down at the natural.
Oh, that's not good.
Hide my eyes kicks. Avert your gaze. There we go. Finally mining.
Now, we do have the Robo support bay coming in for Marine. That was scouted by kogeT's scan, so he is going to know there's Reavers coming in behind this. He's already got a turret up there to defend. Has the Wraith still as well. And now kogeT now going up to 4 factories, going into his 2-1 upgrades as well. And I mean, Marine is on borrowed time right now. Looks like the Wraith going to go in, try and snipe the shuttle, but not going to be able to find it for now. So that's a little bit of a benefit here by Marine, but he is going to find it now. But does need to be careful of that of those Dragoons.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, the shuttle is pretty secure. Doesn't really you know, have too much to worry about from the Wraith, but the push to the front, I want to see if he wants to go super aggressive and try to bomb in on these tanks. Yeah, he is, but there's 4 Goliaths, and that's gonna do it. The GG Goliaths come out. Oh, kogeT, why you gotta do him that way? Yeah, Marine taps out at the end after a very down and dirty cheese. kogeT holds it all and takes the game.
He does. Now, Marine was incredibly close to killing kogeT there. Maybe if it had gone for that 4th gateway, he would have had 1, 2, 3 more units and could have done something. But unfortunately, kogeT's micro insane, keeping that bunker alive, targeting the tanks really well, and Marine didn't quite manage to break the front. And that is what is going to give NetWars the 2-1 lead in this series as we head into Game 4, which will be Zero versus Praise after this.